concept and as a practice, and the use of religion. Many times, speaking of history, and I think this is a history we should remember, many times we forget as black people that we did not come over on these ships as Christians. Yeah. And many people, you have to stop and meditate that. It's very important that you meditate that, But, we talk about how Mama and them prayed with the pot over the head and all that. Well, that's fine, too. But there was a period before that. And the African continent was not practicing Christianity prior to enslavement. I know that hurts some of your feelings, but you got to deal with it. Okay? Then once you recognize that, you then got to ask who taught it to you. And for what reason?
Thank you.
You understand? Now, that's not attacking your Jesus and that's separate from that. I'm trying to get you to understand a use situation. That's why I said earlier, you must study the history of empires. Why did Ghana fall apart? Why did Mali fall apart and so forth? One of the interesting things I think for the downfall of some of the African empires was the fact that often these empires collected groups and tribes who were permitted to maintain their own religion, identity, and everything else. So there's always a centrifugal force operating in that kind of empire. Mm-hmm. As soon as the people get a chance, they're going to get out of the deal. Or as soon as the empire's weakened from the outside, they fly out. But the Arabs and the Europeans learned something very crucial. Give them your religion, give them your culture, give them all the whole bit, man, and they'll hang in there voluntarily no matter what you do. And so you must understand, while the practice of Christianity may be one thing, its use is another. And you have to examine your religious practice to see if you're not practicing it in a way that it permits the use of you as a people and permits your continued enslavement as a people. And I would argue to a good extent, as it is projected and interpreted by whites, it is projected and interpreted in ways to maintain white power. You got a people who stole everything from you and then turn around and talk to you, well, thou shalt not steal. They said right there in Bensonhurst, kill black people, and they walked right into the church and had preachers, be angry, but sin not. What a joke that must have been for Cox and the rest of those whites that sitting up in that auditorium. Look, isn't this religion working, man? You kill them and then they use it to maintain themselves in position. You must read the Bible with your own eyes. Many of you don't even read the Bible. You read into the Bible and you read into it what other people have told you. Now, one of these days I'm going to give you a lecture on Moses and the whole political science of Moses. You see, you must understand that, and this is why the Jew, less than 3% of the population of the United States can manipulate this country, because throughout that Old Testament is a whole series of lessons in the manipulation and control of people. Do you recognize those children from Israel were not believers in Jehovah when they left that land? Despite all the painting on the wall of blood and all those things that God did for them, they were still disbelievers. How do you know that? If they weren't, Moses wouldn't have to go up on the mountain and bring back a religion to them. And when he got back, they were still down there praising their slave gods, right? And then, do you know what he did after that? How do you remember that? He called up and said, those who go with me, who believe what I believe, step up here. And those who don't stay there, he slayed how many? 3,000, right on the spot. Read this there. You mean you didn't see that while you were reading all of that? Why did he slay them, ladies and gentlemen? Because we cannot deal with disunity. We have too many trials, and we have too many things to undergo. And those people who created disorder in the system must be removed. It's not just about worshiping gods and so forth. How many times was Moses nearly hung and lynched by those people? Read it for real. How many of you recognize that Moses killed 24,000 people? Huh? Oh, you claim you know the Bible, don't you? Why did he kill them? For going with foreign women, the Midianite women, right? Huh? Killed them right on the spot. Because he recognized that not only were they hanging out with these women, they were taking into themselves foreign ideologies and other things that also would destroy the nation if it went too far. And they had to chop 24,000 of them away. And one of the leading princes learn something for a change. But you've been given this old Moses deliver me kind of religion that has been designed to maintain you in a state of servitude. Reread it and learn for real what is going on in the world. Our time is up. Did you want one more?